Are you still pedestalizing women with a big rack on Instagram? Are you on the path to becoming the best version of yourself? Or will you in the future tell your children that daddy became a loser? If you're addicted now, what makes you so sure you'll not be addicted later when you'll be a father? Honestly, would you be proud of your father if he watched adult content every day while he's neglecting his wife's emotional needs? The sad reality is that there are a lot of fathers in modern Western society who are addicted to adult content. Many of them don't know the consequences PMO has on the human brain. And for this reason, they keep pedestalizing women until the day they die, never escaping the trap of short-term gratification. There are a lot of physically absent fathers in the US, but even worse, there are also a lot of emotionally absent fathers in the US. A father has to be an example for his children. We, as men, should be able to help our children to become real men and women. We should teach our daughters the dangers of men who are controlled by lust. But still, many women are sleeping around with these men. I would not like it if my daughters would behave in that way, and deep down, these women themselves also don't. But we all need to realize that the validation void of women many times can never be filled. I really do believe in sexual purity. Nowadays, a lot of people will laugh at this. They'll say that you're old-fashioned. But what they don't know is that these people are slaves to short-term gratification, seeking brief pleasure instead of real joy and happiness. They don't realize is that what feels good is not often not good for you. I can promise you that promiscuity will never have long-term benefits. Boys should be taught self-control. Nowadays, self-control in men is hard to find. There are a lot of men who'd rather flee from their problems into addiction than face them head-on. I don't think this is their own fault. I think a lot of fathers did not teach their sons how to become a man with true values and purpose. Every man needs to practice semen retention. But sadly, not every man wants to be in the top 1%. Be thankful if you don't and live like an addict. How will you teach your children to not do the same? How will you teach your children to discipline if you yourself are not disciplined? I believe that a lot of current parents do a disservice to their children, and it's sad that there are so many children and teens without a father figure. We must change that. When you retain, you can teach your children what is really important in life. You'll explore the true depths of life, and your consciousness will expand. You'll be taught that there is simply more than temporary pleasures, that your life really does have a purpose. Semen retention gives you wisdom. It gives you energy. You'll be a man of 40 or 50 years old, but will have the energy of a 25-year-old guy, especially if society keeps progressing this way. In the future, it'll be even more difficult to shield your children's eyes from all the garbage on the internet. The adult content and dumb music and video clips designed to destroy the minds of the youth. If you teach your children, you'll see that they will have an enormous advantage in the society that they'll live in, and they can be a light for others. To make your little boy a man and your little girl a woman, it's your responsibility. Do not take that lightly.